Hey guys, TrinityPact here. This video is a little different because this is a review um, to our first event on Genshin Impact. Since I didn't feel like playing any other games, instead just spend some family time. Since yeah. Anyways, let's get right into this review. So we just had a first event in Genshin Impact, and that was the Elemental Crucible. For those who don't know, um, um, Crucible event. Yeah. So pretty much it was an event where it's a co-op event, Elemental Crucible co-op event. Yeah. Well, where should we start? Well, first of all, it ended. Let's just say that. You had to get Adventure Rank 20 to start it. I believe the requirements at least, and then obviously it was a event where you have to do co-op and required resins, and yeah, you get these rewards. Let me just say, like here, I just got it through Game Run. Thank you, Game Run. But yeah, pretty much they give a huge list of all the rewards that you can get. Well, by doing this multiple times. It was like for those who play Destiny, it was kind of similar to Gambit, which I appreciate. I love Gambit. I might be the minority in there, but the event itself. Let's talk about that. Um, this is a criticism to Mihoyo. I believe that's how you pronounce the company. Yeah, it was. Let's just say lacking, for sure. I'm I make this an address to Mihoyo because I know, especially with the resin system, I know that they always try to get feedback, and this is in hopes that once a staff looks at this video and tries to, well, improve, really. So, what went wrong with the event? Let's talk about that. First of all, the prerequisite was rank 20. So, and for a co-op event that I try to play with my friend, well, co-op in general is rank 16. Yeah, sorry for that. Which is pretty like it's not something that you'll finish in a day. Let's just say that. Maybe if you don't sleep well, maybe if you don't sleep that much, but yeah, it's gonna take you time, for sure. And I felt that for sure with my friend. It was all right overall, getting to co-op, but to be honest, first of all, the event was kind of pretty annoying. It's not like Gambit where you're while you're in this type of area in the bubble where, let's just say, in this arena to complete this by killing enemies and then collecting the motes, let's say the cube thingies, and then putting them in and then banking them into the crucible. Understandable, but first of all, it costed resins, and already that was a very what's the right word? Kind of a push factor that no one really needed, especially when resin at the point you reach rank 20, you really are starting to understand how important resin is, and resin is such an important resource that is needed throughout the world of Genshin Impact or Teyvat, whatever you want to say it. It was pretty bad already, and but some people said okay, well, it's fine. Well, we get all these rewards like the element. Well, first time we get 20 primogens, and then after that 5 more, you get 40, and then 10 more, 80, and then 160. You could also get fragments. Who doesn't like fragments? I mean, I like fragments. But the problem was, it wasn't like 20. That I'm pretty sure 20 or 40 was a domain. Yeah, I'm not sure about. I forgot. I have to go check my facts. But it was like 20 or 40 resins for domains. And even then, I'm pretty sure they don't drop fragments. The only one that drops fragments are the bosses, which is like the Regis Vine, the stasis, the hypostasis, and so on. The Oceanids, etc. Also the weekly bosses, the wolf. I think his name is Borealis, something like that. and Storm Terror, the Valen. But first of all, they were very measly. Like 1 Prithvia Topaz fragments. That's for 40. And yeah, these costed a lot of resin, pretty much. I could have been spending those resin on something better, to be very fair. And second of all, the co-op was very atrocious. Let's just say that there were way too many bugs in that game. And it was like 1 second I'm able to bank, the next match I'm not able to bank at all. Therefore, I'm not improving towards these achievements. And I'm like, dude, that's a waste of my time and waste of my resins. And to be honest, the gameplay wise, it was not fun. Like, I've played Gambit, so I understand, and I know it's a hit or miss for some people. But that, to be honest, was kind of a miss. Like, there were no other rewards during that time. Like, it's not like where you could possibly, how should I say this? Yes, you could gain these, but for a cost. Meanwhile, you could hunt down. I wish there was at least the enemies still dropped resources, like, for example, scrolls or arrows. At least it would have been a little bit better, but at the same time, yeah, it would have been still shit. But it's still a tiny bit better. The other reason was, just the rewards. Like, overall, let's see how much Primo Gems the event overall gave. 20, 40, 80, and 160. That's not enough for for polls in general. I'm pretty sure that's only I'm pretty sure that is not even that's just not that's just only one poll, isn't it? Wish cost. It costs like 360. 160 Primo Gems. Okay, there you go. 160 Primo Gems. Okay. 1. Okay, yeah, exactly. It was kind of, let's be honest, it was very stressful to do that. And it felt, at first when I jumped in, maybe it was the wrong time, but when I first jumped in, I just reached rank 20. And I just had this notification to this event. Since I just reached rank 20, I say, you know what? No better way to spend resin than just jump into the event. And boy, was I wrong. I could have used those resins to jump into domains, jump into boss, gain some ascendant materials, and pretty much make my character powerful. But that wasn't the case at all. So again, while they gave me like Shivara Jade fragments, a Vayuda Turquoise fragment, Agnetis Agate fragments, they were not enough, in my opinion. In my honest opinion, they weren't really good rewards. These with this reward, no offense, I could have like literally gone and just done a boss. If I did a boss, not only will I get a fragment, I would have got if I did, for example, the Cryoregis event, I'll at least get what was it called? A Hoarfrost, I believe they called. Yeah, I would have at least got one of those. But no, I didn't even get a single one of those ascendant materials. But it was overall a waste. And like I said, the gameplay loop was not even fun. It was just it was very lacking. It was a miss for sure, I think, for a lot of people. While it dropped, like just doing it drops gives you adventure rank, which is good. Don't get me wrong, I love adventure ranks because we all have to level up sometimes. Companion XP and some rewards, some like level up materials. it wasn't enough, I believe. So my take on this, I'll say, first of all, these are cool achievements. Don't get me wrong. But they're very lacking. Let's just say that. Yeah, no. In fact, it's very lacking in general. I wish I spent those resins on something else. And B, this gameplay loop was a little miss. No, let's just say a lot of miss. Like, I know a lot of people don't like Gambit, even in Destiny 2. So I know for a Gambit lover, let's say that this wasn't fun. So not only was a gameplay loop kind of crap, the reward wasn't there, and it just costed more resins. A resource that you desperately need, a currency that you really needed, and it's, no offense, it's atrocious. The rate is very atrocious to get those back. In fact, I could just like sleep at 12, and play Genshin until like 12, wake up at 6, and I will still probably not get my full resins back. And then I'll be like, dude, that kind of sucks because I really needed those resins back because I wanted to farm. So yeah, the rate is very atrocious to get resins, and I don't want to spend like Primo Gems. I would rather spend Primo Gems on buying wishes. So there we go. It's kind of bad. So yeah, as long as for next events, if they do anything like this, co-op in general, I think was a good idea, but just was, obviously they have to fix co-op itself because there's a lot of bugs in co-op, like whether it be like just connectivity issues, or like, first of all, the world one was, no offense, not fun at all. The world one, I forgot which one it was. I think reach elemental energy overflow within 3 minutes of a starting elemental crucible. This one, you had to be the host's level. So yeah, first of all, get rid of this, and second of all, fix co-op. Then yes, I would very much love co-op events depending on how you do it. And also third, better rewards, please. Like, what is this? I'm sorry. These like, this could have been like, no offense, 80. Like, I would have, by the time I reached 20, I felt like this was a chore that I absolutely hated. So yeah, 160. I could have done so much other things that would have given me 160. And don't get me wrong, I wail in this game a lot. Not proud of it. Like, so far I spent like what? 300? And I say only, but it's actually a lot. In fact, I'm crying inside of how much I spent. And I know people spend more. But 160. Come on, Mihoyo. That's just sad. One pull. One pull. And 80 Primo Gems. And then 40 and 20. Like, the game was not enticing at all. So yeah, there's something for next event that they do. I hopefully the rewards aren't this crap, like, in general. Speaking of rewards, I know that there's an AR going around, so I think it's this. I'm not sure what the reward was. Here. If 500,000 players world correctly solve the Amber puzzles, all players in the corresponding server, blah blah blah, will receive the Amber AR exclusive in-game reward. The rewards are 10 apples, 10 steaks, 5 pile-em-ups, 5 fisherman's toasts, adventures experience, 10 adventure experience, and 10 fine enhancement orb. Just to solve an AR puzzle. Like, these are I'm gonna say it, very stingy rewards. Like, I could have farmed this very easily. And I know in Reddit someone talked about, the reason why I found this out was because the Reddit community kind of got very mad about this. And I just managed to just see it because I right now subscribe to, the Genshin Impact subreddit. Yeah, fine enhancement ores. I mean, okay, they're fine, but really? Just for this? Like, these are becoming very stingy rewards. Like, just giving the little measly, like, it's not even just a taste. It's like the little atom. You're giving a little atom, like, like in the mouth, and you can't even taste that. And you're expecting people to, like, say, like, oh, thank you, Miho. This is a good event. No. So, yeah. Next time, please, I beg of you, I would have spent those 40 resins on something much more valuable and much more rewarding experience. So, like, domains and bosses. In fact, those are way more fun than the event itself. So, yeah. That's pretty much my review on the whole Elemental Crucibles. It was a good start, but I think they could have, especially with the rest of the games being amazing, something that took me breathtaking. It made me a whale, literally, because even though I hate loot boxes, I absolutely like hate it. It made me a freaking gambler. It made me a freaking guy who wants to, throw in money into this game. But at the same time, this is a little bit atrocious. I think they could have been done better. So hopefully, if the devs watch this and see this, I'm hoping that they could fix the issue. And before anyone says down in the comments, saying like, oh, Trinity Pact absolutely hates the freaking the devs. He's a trash talker, or like a, what do you call him? No, not trash talker. He absolutely was one of those guys who is trying to trash the game and trying to trash, make it into a bad game. No. In fact, Discord, even on Discord, like, the devs, in fact, both on Reddit and on Discord, they actively, like, put them down. They saying, like, no. Like, when people, like, complain about the resin and people try to defend them, the devs literally said no. Like, that's good, because we know it's bad and we need to get feedbacks right away. So before you guys trash me, and I know it might be inevitable since I'm making a video like this, yeah, just try to think not with a closed mind, and not with like don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of this too, but in order to improve, there must be a criticism. It's like a feedback. An artist must know what to improve on for the next time to make a masterpiece. So yeah, hopefully, like I said, if the devs watch this, please don't take too much of a negativity, and hopefully that they could use this video to improve. And I'm really hoping for the next event, to be honest. Like, I really wish, because I know that they're bringing a lot of system to 1.1, which I will make another video for it, because I am very excited for that too. On November 11th, 1.1. I'm really excited. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you enjoy this video. And yeah, I'll be uploading the 1.1 after this video.